Oh my goodness, this is actually the best thing we could find, and I do see a creeper here, which is of course very dangerous. But as long as we utilize our shield correctly, which I just did, we'll be completely safe. Hey guys, welcome back to Survival in the 1.18 Experimental Snapshots with Gemma Locus and me, Eyecraftmc. You can see here we're joined by a trader llama there that fell down the waterfall. But either way, in the last episode Gemma had made a bit of this staircase here, which it looks like these stupid wandering traders are using. But anyway, we had just gone down here into this super crazy cave and basically gotten ourselves our first diamonds. So Gemma and I are going to carefully head down there and basically, just explore it and all that. Now I need to make myself a chest because I'm basically full. And I put the chest here because this is kind of like a little base for now. So I'll just kind of throw everything we don't need in there since I'm sure we'll find a lot of stuff. And I think we do have iron. We have somewhat, not full iron, but some iron, which is good. So I'll just do that. I guess I should bring the coal. And that looks good to me. So basically what I did is I kind of stayed near the waterfall here and kind of fell down it like that. So it's pretty dangerous, but it's basically the best way of doing it. There is an area where the water fell down into, and if we landed in that, that would be safer too. So I'm not sure if there's a way we could jump into that safely. But Gemma, if you want to come over here, we could probably find ourselves a good place to jump off of without instantly dying. But if you want to just kind of sneak over here, looks like, yeah, so basically kind of over to here. And I think we can probably just jump off right about here. Then we're kind of the furthest out we can be. We could maybe even build out a little bit. No, I'll probably just stay there. If you want to just stand right here, you can see there's that water down there. And what we're basically going to do is you're going to run and jump. And if you don't jump after you've ran, so you basically run in the water. Let's see if you can do it. Yeah, and then just hold forward once you've jumped. And if you don't, you'll be fine. Yep, there you go. It's not a hard jump. There we go. So now we are down here. So basically, we're now in the dangerous area here. So I'm going to get my torches out. And remember, unless things are at light level 0, which is pitch black, they will not spawn mobs. So mob-wise, it's actually not that dangerous down here. We're just going to have to be careful since there are some groups of skeletons and creepers and zombies and such. But either way, total potential for diamonds. I mean, there's some redstone right there, which is awesome. Just overall, super cool cave we can explore here. And I think I'll light it up as we go. As what's so cool with these new 1.18 caves is you can basically turn them into houses if you want. And like the amount of torches I have up there is just about how many you would need to completely spawn proof. So looks like there is an invisible spider. That is very interesting. And if I can use a little bit of skill there we go. We can kill it. I do hear a zombie. It's right behind you there, Gemma. If you want to just run from that there. There we go. Pretty dangerous up here. But yeah, if you see any dark areas that do not contain huge amounts of mobs. Let's see here. There's an invisible spider. If you want to just keep running there. That'd probably just be the best idea overall, is to run for our lives. The water up here, if we can actually swim into the water, or just go up the hill here, that could be a good way of doing this. This is, of course, pretty dangerous, especially in hardcore. Let's see if we can actually get this spider here before it gets us. There we go. And thankfully, zombies are extremely easy to deal with, as long as there's no one sneaking up behind us. So there we go. And they give us some low-grade yet free food, so there's that. So there's some skeletons there. That's probably the most dangerous thing at this moment. I did see some iron, so maybe we'll just kind of, if you want to just, anytime you see something on the grounds like some iron or some redstone or whatever, maybe we'll just get that. Now there's some zombies over here, Gemma, if you just be careful of that there. Didn't see them. Oh, okay, I should probably use my shield there. Yeah, I'm actually almost dead here, so probably just be a little bit careful there, since obviously I do not want to die, as this is in hardcore. Oh, there you go. Okay, so there is some iron I saw down there. If you want to just light up a bit, thankfully the Enderman is not probably going to try going after us, but it's more those skeletons I'm worried about, and also the fact that we're slowly running out of food. But if we can even just get a little bit more armor, any more armor is good, although this is a very small iron deposit, which is annoying. But, you know, have to do what we have to do. And it's kind of funny in hardcore because other than kind of, accidents, like once we would have, like, let's say full diamond armor, and I say diamond armor as soon as I find more diamonds, which is super cool, but either way, and once we have, like, let's say full enchanted diamond armor, there isn't actually as much danger in a hardcore world as you would think. But either way, I do see a creeper here, which is, of course, very dangerous. But as long as we utilize our shield correctly, which I just did, we'll be completely safe. And again, it's nice about this minimal torches thing. It's very good that Mojang added that, because you kind of get to the point where it's like, okay, how many torches am I going to use here, you know, because, wow, there is a lot of area to light up in these big caves. It's just really crazy, actually, how much. I just keep looking around. I want to kind of stay on my feet a little bit there, because it is pretty dangerous. I don't see any skeletons now, which is actually good, and oh my goodness, this is actually the best thing we could find, and I'll say what it is in about 10 seconds here. There's some diamonds over here. I forgot to get those, so I'll get those first. As that's pretty good. Although it is interesting how in 1.18 the diamond clusters are kind of small. Like that was what, 2 diamonds, maybe 3 under here. Anyway, what I found, which is really good, and Gemma's just tapping into it now, is a very, very cool feature from 1.18. Let me just continue lighting this up a bit, but I feel like we're getting pretty lucky on the amount of mobs we're finding, which is awesome. So not a whole lot. Let's just block up some of this hardcore world ending lava. But anyway, what I found here is basically what they call a vein. And so basically what it actually is, it is so cool. There's also some creepers and skeletons over there that I might just quickly deal with a bit haphazardly, I might add. But maybe what I'll basically do is deal with those. But anyway, this is a vein, and basically what they are is they're, well, exactly what a vein would be like in real life, which is basically just a large, let me see if I can do with these two. Basically a large section of iron, or I think can also happen with gold or with diamonds, possibly. There you go, that actually worked quite well. I think the creepers are gone, but anyway, huge section of iron ore, and apparently those sections can actually get so large that they can literally contain, I believe, up to literal hundreds of iron ore pieces, which is just crazy to think. But anyway, as we do need a lot of iron, this is absolutely perfect. So the way to tell if you found one is basically they're characterized by this tuff here, which is this block right here, tuff, with iron ore. They can also happen with copper, and I believe with gold. And they'll also have these occasional patches of this. Now this is actually a real treasure, because this is 9 pieces of raw iron, meaning that one of those little pieces we found there is the equivalent to 9 ores, which is just super awesome. So this basically means not infinite iron, but a massive amount of iron. Now what I actually really like about this, and I think this is a good change between versions, is the fact that when you have something like this here, it actually makes possible something that wasn't in 1.17, which is specific mines for specific ores. And what I mean by that is that this mine right here is basically completely for iron. I just realized I'm about to starve to death, but yeah, basically it's super cool, because I'm not sure if you have any extra food there, Gemma, but there you go. I think we should probably get some more food before we explore this any further. But anyway, this iron here is just specifically in this area in a large section. So you could create like a whole mine just for iron. And as of course in real life, most mines only tend to be mining out one thing at once. Like sometimes they'll mine more than one thing, but generally one thing. And so it's cool because it's kind of like real life there. And again, we can kind of dig away the tuff here, and there'll most likely be more iron ore behind that as well. But either way, just a super cool part of 1.18. I'm glad we could kind of find here, because there are a lot of features in it that can be harder to see. But this is a really cool one that really will affect gameplay, especially when finding one of these. Looks like it's kind of over here too. They said they were characterized by kind of large sections of ore, kind of just dispersed a bit, but with like large amounts of that singular type of ore with the tuff there, and also with the sections of the raw ore blocks, which of course are jackpots of whatever type you're trying to get. But anyway, we're probably going to have to actually dig ourselves a staircase to get out of here, something like that. I'm not sure exactly how. Unless we can find a source of food down here, which I don't think we can, other than possibly mushroom stew. But I don't think there's enough mushrooms for that, because I think we need, I think it's 1 red and 1 blue mushroom. But I don't think there's that much. What we can do though, before we go, and Gem, if you see the water there, if you want to maybe work on a as safe as possible staircase up there. Actually, there's a lot of mobs over there. Maybe if we start digging up here, like a very large kind of tedious staircase up here. If you want to just kind of try starting doing that, that might help a bit, I think. But either way, we have this redstone ore, which is here. I like the texture of this as well, actually, quite a nice one. And whenever I see this texture, it reminds me of a video I made a long time ago of, oh, there's some more food, thank you. A video we made a long time ago about when I went into the snapshots there, as if I was going back in time, like falling into a potion, I believe. I think it was called the Mystery of Substance X. But either way, it's interesting because that was the first time I kind of saw this type of stuff was in that snapshot. Looks like there's a zombie here. Get back, foul creature. And again, you can kind of see here more... Oh, there's another zombie. You can kind of see here more of that ore vein, I believe it's called. Yeah, they kind of talked about them in the in Minecon from last year, but they didn't really say a whole lot about them. More diamonds, which is awesome. But either way, just kind of a cool thing. Let's get this creeper before it gets us. And cannot overestimate the incredible importance of a shield in hardcore. I mean, in any version, but in hardcore especially. Especially allows us to get stuff like these diamonds and these iron in deep caves without dealing with things like the creepers. But anyway, there is a lot more to this cave. I think it'd probably be best if I clean up the iron in this bit of this section. And again, you can just see how massive these veins are. Just absolutely could make a whole mine infrastructure around it. But anyway, I think we'll clean up this a bit, and we can probably start heading up. I mean, we could try going up the water. It just seemed to be a lot of skeletons around there. Another thing I could do too is kind of set up a camp here for a little bit. Although not for too long, because I want to get back to our house. But for a little bit, and then we can smelt some of this iron into full armor. So we're a bit safer when we're moving around some of these dangerous mobs like skeletons, etc. Because a shield isn't maybe quite so useful for something like that. But either way, I see some gold over there actually, which is super cool. We could take a look at that, which would be cool. More tough here. I don't think this stuff has anything to do with the other thing. Let's see if there's anything down here real quick. Bit risky, but quickly check that out. I don't see anything. Almost seems like there's less mobs here than there would be. Oh, there's more diamonds up there. But again, I think it's actually part of that same massive iron ore vein, which is super awesome that we have this massive iron mine down here. Because it is actually fairly rare to get this these massive ore veins. I think they're quite rare. I think they said like maybe 1 or 2 of them in every like 200 by 200 block area. That's an estimation. I'm probably wrong on those numbers, but something like that. So they're quite a rare thing, but cool to have that. Now I think after we get this gold, we can probably just head right up and out of here. So hopefully we can do that safely without giving this hardcore world an abrupt end, because it is hardcore, so there's that danger there. Okay. So let's see what we kind of have here in terms of ways of getting out. There's some up there, so we could try going up the water, although it is dangerous. We could also just pile up with blocks. That could happen as well. I'm not sure, really. I mean, we did go down the water. It looks like it's actually nighttime. We have a bed with us. We may as well sleep down here. Not like it really matters, but could make there be less mobs when we come back up to the surface. And I think come back up to the surface we should. We have a good amount of iron, and we can definitely grab more. I'm just not sure if it'd be worthwhile. Yeah, I might actually do is I might just grab enough irons that both these pickaxes break, and I'll do a little bit of a cut there, maybe a time lapse. I'll grab the iron in that ore there, vein ore there until these are done, and then we can head back up to the surface. So I'll probably just go grab that, and I'll be right back. Alright, well I went back there, and I found one more piece of iron ore, but there are actually 2 interesting mobs here, that glow squid there and that slime, and I thought may as well get them now that I'm down here, because we might not find them again, and things like slimes have some very useful items that they may or may not drop. It looks like we got 1 or 2 slime balls. That's pretty good. Well, not very good at all really, but better than nothing. I might just grab this redstone real quick while remaining vigilant against mobs. But there we go. It is interesting how 1.18 has sort of made the progression chain of Minecraft be a little bit more difficult, which is good. I also smelted some of that iron, so we can get... I have full iron armor now. And now Gemma will get some iron armor as well, because I smelted most of the iron we found. Looks like she's making her way up there, because if we can get up to where our torches are, we're basically good. And we'll probably just have to do kind of a scary bridge. But if I use my crafting table, we can probably use ourselves some... Let's see here, if we probably use some slabs, we can make that last a bit longer. So if we make that, there we go, there's 36. I don't have any huge desire to build with cobbled deep slate right now. So if we kind of, just kind of keep going up like this, probably just bridge over decently easily there, really. So yeah, and then basically just once we're kind of up to the top there, we can kind of bridge over there and make our way out of the cave, which is good because this is a massive cave. It really is crazy, this entire thing. Like just a bit of a panoramic view here of just exactly how large it is, and it kind of looks small if you think about it, but if you look at it a bit further, it's crazy how big this cave is. Just looking up here at the cracks, I mean, to think that those trees up there are like a normal world height is just crazy. But anyway, We'll probably try and get out of the caves, or at least up there, or possibly back to our house. And I'll be back once we've escaped from this dangerous adventure. Well, home sweet home. There's our home up there again. And I actually see here we have a flooded ravine anyway, which is super cool. I think these are called aquifer caves, but cool thing to have here, really. Interesting how these kind of work, just cutting right into the ground. And there's a lot of water in there, really. But there's this kind of weird, what I was saying, beach that reminded me a bit of or beta 1.8 before that generation, and just kind of older generation in the game. Often had big flat beaches like that. So I think as they're tweaking biome size, we'll kind of start seeing older looking generation kind of come back, which is interesting. But anyway, we did have an amazing haul at that caving trip. Lots of lush caves things, iron, gold, 7 diamonds, 20 lapis, just all kinds of good stuff, 2 slime balls, and just some really, really nice stuff. I just realized now I forgot about a glow squid I was going to kill there, but they're not too rare, which is good. Here we're at the top of our mountain home, and we should probably put this stuff away and just kind of put it to good use in our house, as we do have this pretty nice looking little starter house thing here. I mean, I think it's a pretty good house overall. And yeah, I just think that it'll be good to put some of our stuff to use in here. As we have some nice looking rooms already, we can improve them a little bit. And there's Gemma's sign from 2 episodes ago, I think. And nothing here is really sorted, so I may as well just throw it in kind of randomly for now, and then we'll kind of get a good look at what we got. So we have some unsmelted things here. Let's grab all the treasure out just to kind of look at. We have some nice iron. We have some lapis, some gold, some iron, and some copper, some diamonds, redstone, and some slime balls. Alright, and so basically, I think we should get our iron smelting. We have the kitchen here just for that. I think most people would not be smelting things in their kitchen, but it is Minecraft after all. We have 7 obsidian, and we actually have these diamonds, so if we were going to get a little bit more obsidian, we could actually get ourselves an enchantment table and a nether portal, which is looking very promising for some future exploits on here. But let's see what we can do with some of these things we've found. So I think that, first of all, our room is looking a little bit sparse, or at least my one is. So I think I'll put a diamond there. That would look cool. I think I found some gold boots in one of these places, or maybe I just had those. I don't remember where I got those from. But anyway, maybe I'll just grab those, and we also have a bit of unsmelted iron left there. We can throw that in here once that's done cooking. There we go. And anyway, we can put in the gold boots in there like this. I think we can make a diamond pickaxe in the next episode, and you'll have to wait for that to see the exciting diamond pickaxe. But nice to have these diamonds, really. We can use the lapis to make a beautiful lapis block, because let's use our crafting table here. I just realized this main room actually only has a singular crafting table in it, so maybe I'll just make one more of those to put in an easy to access location, as you tend to craft quite a lot in this game, as it is of course half the game in mining and crafting, which we're both doing today. I think I'll get some copper blocks and also maybe a lightning rod, why not, and some lapis blocks, because we're not really going to use it a lot. I mean, we'll keep some of the lapis for enchanting later, but for right now, here Gemma, here's a copper block and a lapis block, I suppose. There you go. And I think I'll just kind of maybe just use these in my room somewhere, like maybe kind of put that there and there. That could go as some sort of a table. Maybe if I move one of these, do these things not drop with an iron pickaxe? No, they must. Well, apparently they don't. Oh no, there it is. Wait, I have two. Does that just duplicate? I mean, you're the audience. You can see what's happened. Maybe I'm forgetting something, but I could have sworn I only had 2. Huh. That is so funny, because I thought I had 3 and gave 1 to Gemma. Well, either way, that's weird how it disappeared and reappeared. But anyway, there we go. There's our copper blocks. I guess we do have an extra one. We'll maybe use that for something else. I'm not sure. But either way, we'll put that back here, I guess. I think the lapis is a pretty interesting block, so maybe we could use that somewhere in here. Maybe as a decoration somewhere. I'm not sure really, but it's looking pretty good. Maybe we can put one kind of here where the sign is. That could look good. Put that there, and maybe put the lightning rod there. That looks like some sort of feature, and it kind of matches that well. So no, I think that's actually pretty good. I'll keep the redstone for some kind of a project, and maybe I'll put the sign here and put let's see here, first lapis block. We can actually dye that text blue, because we do have lapis, which works as a dye. And I don't want to use too much lapis as a dye, but we should be okay. There we go, that's kind of pretty. Alright, and yeah, I think that did duplicate, but either way, we can make that look a little bit more like a table by putting a plant pot on it, because that kind of tends to make things look like a small table. Oh, and how could I forget about the lush cave stuff we found? Maybe I'll just throw a little bit of that up around outside, and then we should be good, which is awesome. Let's see if we have another plant pot in here. We have a bit of bricks. Grab 3 of those, grab a spruce sapling, and we're ready to go, so we'll just grab that. We can just throw that up there on top of my little bit of copper blocks here, maybe just in the corner there, or maybe one forward so we can see it a bit better, and we can put that in there. And we'll just kind of throw some of these up outside, which would be cool to kind of spruce up some of these little garden beds here. And Gemma has done a good job on them, but we can always make things look better with some different blocks incorporated in, which is good. Maybe we'll make a large bed here like this, which should look good, and kind of just throw some of these around here like this. Maybe a bit of drip leaf in there, because that's kind of a fun block. And we can kind of put a little bit more drip leaf in here too. Maybe actually if we move this and then put that there, that could look good, and then we can go like that, or no, that doesn't work. I could probably just put this like around here, I guess. Maybe break a bit of that grass to make it look better, but either way, there we go. I think that's looking super awesome, and that's a good way of using some of the features that we have found for our mining trip there, which is awesome. But anyway, here we are over here at the animal pens here, with some Gemma's rescuing some villagers here that decided to get themselves stuck. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that episode. You can see we have our amazing migration capes here, which is cool, so we're superheroes. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share, all these things that help my channel out and help the video. I hope you guys enjoy this series. If you do, make sure to tell me about it. I'll see you next episode, and have a great day. Goodbye.